Hi, I'm Tawny from Healing Heart, and today we are going to talk about raw cacao, and also we will touch on cocoa powder derived from cacao. So, raw cacao is probably my favorite food. It is an incredible superfood. It is derived from the Theobroma cacao plant, which literally translates to food of the gods. So very cool stuff. Emperors used to drink cacao before battle because it is great at giving endurance and stamina. Cacao also affects the brain by releasing certain neurotransmitters that contain emotions or that affect our emotions. One being euphoria. There's cacao contains a lipid known as anandamide, which is in it's considered the bliss molecule, and it's in our brain when we are feeling really great. So it induces euphoria. Also, cacao contains phenylethylamine, which is a great mood enhancer. It's an adrenal-related neurotransmitter. So we get that, it makes us feel really focused and alert, and also is a mood enhancer. So all of these benefits you are experiencing when you ingest raw cacao powder. There's lots of ways that we can ingest it.
What's the difference between cacao and coconut?
Well, the raw cacao powder is completely unadulterated. Like, it's just ground down cacao beans. And cocoa has been heat treated and processed. So it's not as bitter as raw cacao, which makes it a great drinking chocolate, which is why it makes an ideal hot cocoa beverage. It's not as bitter. But with it being, heat treated and processed, I believe you're maybe not getting all of the high mineral content and antioxidants that you find in the raw cacao powder. So that would be the main difference between the two. So I side with the raw cacao powder because I want to make sure I'm getting everything that I possibly can get, all those great, awesome benefits of cacao.
I didn't know that there was even cacao. I thought cacao was coconut.
Right.
Cocoa.
Right. Well, no. So cacao is that's the heirloom species is cacao, and then its cousin, if you want to call, or counterpart would be once it's processed and heated, is cocoa.
So the cocoa comes from cacao.
Cocoa comes from cacao.
All
chocolate is from cacao.
All chocolate?
All chocolate stems from cacao. It's just they will add milk solids to it, dairy products, and make it more of like a milk chocolate, or you can even have dark chocolate, but everything's coming from cacao. This is chocolate right here.
So the dark chocolate that we call, what they call dark chocolate, 98 or whatever, that's just pure cacao?
Well, they're taking cocoa.
Okay.
Yeah, because cocoa is less bitter, so they're taking the cocoa and mixing some, emulsifiers and some sugar or sweeteners to make a chocolate bar. Unless you do get a chocolate bar that is specified raw cacao, then they're using this raw cacao powder. So it's definitely more bitter, but I think the mineral content is higher too. Raw cacao is loaded with magnesium. So it's got magnesium, it has iron, it has sulfur. So there are a lot of benefits to it, but it's very rich in magnesium first and foremost, and magnesium is probably the most important mineral for individuals that are, say, experiencing a lot of stress, because when we're very stressed out, magnesium is the first mineral that is depleted in our bodies. So magnesium really helps with a steady heart rhythm, really great for stressed out individuals, muscle relaxation, irritability, hormone imbalance. I mean, there's just like, there's a slew of things that magnesium is great for. Migraines and headaches are another very popular one too. So that is one of the main reasons, aside from the aphrodisiac qualities of it from the anandamide, the mood enhancing adrenal related neurotransmitter from the PEA. It's probably the highest on the ORAC rating for antioxidant levels, so it's one of the most antioxidant rich foods, higher than goji berries. So all of those benefits and the magnesium content, it just makes for one of the best foods to incorporate in the morning, in the afternoon, even in the evening because of the magnesium. We always absorb our minerals really well at night, especially when our bodies are in a state of rest. So with that magnesium helping to relax the muscles, it will also help sleep as well. But it does give you such great focus and mental alertness that it can be a little stimulating for some. So maybe it wouldn't work at night for everyone else, but fantastic during the day.
I use the cocoa nibs now, but I put them in my yogurt and oatmeal. It does not get smooth at all in the when I cook the oatmeal. It's still,
they're hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that does not, even if I boil it in water, they do not get soft.
Soften? No, not that I know of. They don't really soften. They actually provide, I use them every morning in my shake. I'll do the cacao nibs, and they do blend up, but not completely. So in the shake, it provides the perfect amount of crunch, a little bit of a crunch, and it's as if it was a nutty shake, that kind of a crunch. So I love the cacao nibs. You're still getting all that same benefit as the powder. The nibs are just kind of ground up bean, and then the powder is just finely ground.
So what do you do with the powder then? What do you make out of the powder?
You could literally make all kinds of things. Obviously, like you can do cakes. I do truffles with the raw cacao powder. I've made brownies with them.
So do you not need, if you use that, do we not need to add more chocolate?
No, you wouldn't need to add more chocolate. This could be your chocolate source.
Okay.
But it is different, and you would see because of how bitter it is, you're definitely going to be playing with some sweeteners if you are making a dessert. But yeah, you can't go wrong. It's like it's raw chocolate.
So there's no glutens in there either?
No, completely gluten-free, dairy-free, it's vegan, it's all it is just the ground down cacao bean. So I use the powder a lot when I like to make ice cream. I make chocolate ice cream, so I'll do the powder in my chocolate ice cream, but like I said, in the shakes, or with like a trail mix or granola sprinkled on yogurt or however you like to do it. Those are awesome applications for the cacao nibs. So hopefully that makes you excited about cacao and want to give it a try, because it's one of the best foods that anyone could ever ingest. I mean, who doesn't want like those feelings of euphoria and bliss and adrenal related, the fall in love kind of like feeling that we get when we eat chocolate. So thank you.